Let's begin with the ESPN report that the Warriors have called the Bucks in an effort to trade for Giannis. The Dubs have reportedly expressed their willingness to make a substantial offer for the former two-time MVP. In addition to players, Golden State can offer up to 4 first-round picks. Frank, what would a deal like this do for each team and for the NBA?
Yeah, if you're Milwaukee, you're getting them out of the conference. This one makes sense because of what you talked about for the draft picks. You include Kuminga so you get a young player. And really, if you're Milwaukee, if you're trading Giannis, you're rebuilding. That's why you heard about the Knicks with Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. You're just, trying to hold on for dear life if you make that trade. Now, maybe a three-way can get that done, but with the Warriors, Steph Curry's still there, 37 years old. That window, what is it, about 3 years, and it works there. And if you're Milwaukee, Mike, so the picks are 26, 28, 32, and then also 2030, which I think would be top 20 protected. It's another deal that they had with Houston. Those are the picks you're looking at because those are the post-Steph Curry picks.
Right.
And that's when you think
figures to be bad.
That's when the Warriors will fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
So that one makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to throw another thing in there. I'm looking at this not for Golden State to contend this year, but next year. You notice the name we did not mention so far is Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
If you can get Jimmy back from his current season-long injury, and you go ahead with the Sunshine Boys, and you keep Draymond Green, and you have Jimmy, and you have Steph, and you have Giannis, by the way, the youngest of the quartet at that point. If you have those guys, then you may be looking at something. I don't know that you can hold off this freight train called San Antonio or the defending champs in Oklahoma City or Houston or Denver and the best player in the league in Joker. But if you have that team and you're Golden State, first of all, you are going to be the interest of the league.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to pay attention. You're going to want to see them. They are must-see TV if they've got that squad, and I hope they can keep Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and I think what they're trying to do, obviously, is go all in as long as Steph is playing. They feel like they owe it to him. My only thing would be, how much do you really want to give up for Giannis? I understand he's been a two-time MVP. He's a great player. It looks like athletically he's lost a little bit. He's always hurt a lot.
He's
only played more than 67 games once in the last 6 years. And right now he's at 30. He might get under that number
again
right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's a superstar on a losing team.
Okay.
Now, we talked about the playoff record yesterday.
We did.
He's 1-9 in the 10 playoff games he's played in.
Suppose he's with those guys. So now you're not surrounding Giannis with dudes. Giannis is still Steph's team.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen Jimmy Butler, if he can be healthy, and by the way, maybe Jimmy, if he doesn't have some wear and tear on that body, he's got one more playoff run in him because he's had several. I think it's worth taking a chance.
If you're Giannis, would you want to go there?
What else Giannis got to do?
Watch out for Miami. They could be involved on some level.
You pairing Giannis and Mr. Pat Riley, Coach Riles?
Why not? Bam Adebayo. Maybe Norman Powell. You trade Tyler Hero's from Wisconsin, by the way. All right, let's move on. The Celtics may have to wait longer than they hope to get Jayson Tatum back. Chris Haynes reported on NBA TV's The Association that Tatum is out considering sitting out the entire season as he recovers from an Achilles he tore last May. Tatum told ESPN last night, Mike, that he's yet to make a decision. All right, so Mike, is this news a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
Well, even though it sounds like no deal because we don't know, it's a big deal. I mean, Jayson Tatum, I don't know who's had the most first place votes without or MVP votes in the top 5 without winning the last 6 years. But Jayson Tatum's on the short list, right?
I keep voting for him.
And he's that valuable. He's that great a player. He's that great a teammate. He means that much to the Boston Celtics. And if Tatum is weighing this, he's taking it seriously. So he's basically saying, this team is playing pretty well without me. Do I want to interrupt this? It's so unselfish, by the way.
Yeah.
There's people who know Jayson Tatum. There's everything to like about him. The one thing I wonder is, are they going to play with 2 guys making that much money, $300 million, Tatum and Brown? Or if he doesn't come back this year, are you going to see one of them traded over the summer and then they're never going to play? I think it's worth wondering. I'm not projecting.
Yeah.
But there's been that talk the moment those guys sign those contracts. So I just wonder. I just want to see Tatum back, but not at risk to himself.
So this has been going on for nearly 6 weeks, 2 months now. where everything
You saw him practice one day, didn't you?
Absolutely, that he's out there working out. Everything seems to be all systems go, and then out of nowhere, here comes this idea that he may sit out the rest of the regular season. I heard he did not have any type of physical setback.
Right.
It's not a mental thing that he feels he needs to get over. He's kind of looking at, well, how would I fit in? You fit in because you're Jayson Tatum. And guess what? When you first come back, you're not going to be very good. It happens to every guy that suffers a major injury. It's been 8 months since it happened. You figure if he does come back, it'll be March. It's 10 months. And he thinks of himself. He loved Kobe Bryant. He knows that Kobe Bryant's mentality would be get back as quickly as I can. Yeah. So he wants to do that. The Celtics looked at this year. Everybody up in Boston, they called it was going to be a gap year. Right now, they're 29-18. So they're right there in the
thick of it. They can win the East.
So
they can.
Why wouldn't he come back? And I get the idea that Jaylen Brown is having this unbelievable season. People are talking about him being in the MVP race. Peyton Pritchard's been great. Derek White. But come back and maybe start out coming off the bench. Imagine getting Jayson Tatum for 20 minutes a night for maybe 10 games.
More than one thing can be true. I hear the case you're making. It's the Kobe Bryant case. It's if we were sitting around talking, or if Kobe was talking to Jayson Tatum.
Yep.
This is exactly the case he'd make. But there's something to admire to me about Tatum saying, hold on, I don't want to come in and disrupt. That level of unselfishness is something you don't often see out of truly great players, of which Tatum is.
The only thing I would say, and we saw this with Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, when he was rehabbing, kept coming out before games and working out, and the fans were saying,
oh my God.
Well, if you can do that, why can't you play?
The expectations go crazy.
Yeah, so Jayson Tatum's been, and I think you just said the key word, expectations. I think he wants to lower the expectations a little bit. Exactly, because he knows right away he's not going to be that good. Eventually, he'll go back to being Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a tough one. This is hard.